Hello, Sagittarius. It's umomgtarot, and this is your Someone Secretly Talking About You tarot card reading. I'm using the astrology reading cards to figure out the to figure out the who, and then we'll do a tarot spread and figure out what the heck are they talking about. For some of you guys who have been with me for a long time, you remember when I used to do tarot card readings and Minnie would leave the room, and now she's just meowing during them. So get used to it. You'll get used to it. It's a big turnaround for those of you who care. But yeah, so let's get into the reading. I just bought myself enough time to shuffle the astrology reading cards, and then we're gonna do the tarot spread. So here we go. First card. Oh, wait till I get my money right. Okay, so Sagittarius, we have a mirroring dose of Sagittarian energy pointed back at you. And whenever this happens in readings, I go, I'm looking at you sideways. And what you're having a problem with someone, it's probably you doing the same thing to someone else. Evaluate that. And I know you will, because Sagittariuses are very broad-minded, very philosophical. The energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. You know what time it is, Sagittarius. You know what time it is. You guys are smart. You're always asking why, and you're always up for some higher learning. Your next card is Sensitive Cancer. The energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So these are closer connections. People you care about. You could have somebody that reminds you of you or is similar to you, similar make model, but they're a family member. Somebody who carries you the way that you carry them, or treats you the way that you treat them. Somebody that you're closely connected to. That makes me feel like siblings, Yes, mother, family, child. And also, whenever I'm doing tarot card readings, that's when Minnie, doesn't matter if it's day or night, that's when she chooses to take a dump. Go to the litter box. Like, why? She's gonna start meowing after this. Anyways, your next card, Aquarius. The energy is freedom. You finished? The energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So we got fire, water, air. None of that stable stuff, eh? Whoever's talking about you is giving you that peculiar Aquarius energy. And it's a surprise. I'm going to go ahead and say it's a little bit of a surprise, because Aquarius is the 11th house that rules friendship, that rules networking. And so we know that this person, hopefully they're not just broadening their horizons education-wise. I hope they're not broadening their horizons by networking and talking about you to whoever will listen. Because at least, this person seems to care on some level with that Cancer energy. Seem to care, but they could also be very moody. So let's have a look at the tarot spread using the Modern Witch Tarot and figure out what the heck are they talking about. What are you concerned with? Why do you want to talk about me like this? Hey girl, you okay? She okay. You're first. Oh, Ten of Swords. Haven't seen that card in a while. Ten of Swords in reverse. Who's secretly talking about you? We'll get into it. Then we have the Three of Wands, followed by the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands, lots of fire, and the Knight of Wands. Interesting setup. I will not lie to you. Interesting setup. Because we already thought it was like friends and family, people who are connected to you. And then we start off with the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords in reverse isn't the worst card. It's actually an okay card, because there are some things you put a stop to. I feel like you realize who the fakes are, who the real ones are, and you're on some new kick now. Okay? The Ten of Swords represents a hella ending, where it's like, oh, it hasn't been clear that this is the end of this friendship or the end of this interaction. Because it's swords, it's like, what the abrupt and I don't want to say violent, but what the upheavals have been. The ones that cut deep are the ones that had so much impact on you. But also, those impacts made you set out on a new adventure, where we see with the Three of Wands, you're interested in looking out at what is unknown to you, like wanting to broaden your horizons. And that's so Sagittarius energy, wanting to expand and grow based off of situations that maybe took you down a peg. You wanted to explore and expand and get your confidence up and get your happiness up by being adventurous, because that's true to your nature. I want to get into a new thing that I don't even know what to ask for, but my eyes are out there on the unknown. And so some of you guys, when this person's talking about you, hopefully they're talking about how they can contribute to that, contribute to the new beginnings, because they may be hung up on this situation, the Ten of Swords, however their relationship, friendship, or whatever injustice they feel like they suffered at the hands of you. Because this is a pretty violent card, and it's a pretty wrap it up type, we're done type end, right? Several stab wounds, right? One right in the neck too. And we see this is almost like when all of your friends are like, we're done with you, we're cutting you off. And you're just like, okay, I'm fine. And then you go out and reach out to new friends or new types of friends, like not in this area code, like, you know what I mean? But from that burden was born this desire to explore into the unknown. So I feel like upon exploration, we got a lot of fire here. So there's passion involved, there's aggression, maybe some curiosity that's like hot-headed type curiosity, but also there's a need to stand your ground in the decision making, whatever that exploration is of the unknown that this person is talking about. I feel like they're making you feel defensive about it. Maybe you got some friends that were close to you and they're, you know, you either cut them off or said, I'm going in a different direction, sorry, we're restructuring over here at my friend empire, like. And then people are like talking about it, and you're defensive in the sense that I'm not gonna sit here and talk about defending myself, but when it comes up, I have to defend why I'm doing what I'm doing, because it's not a slight towards the damaging stuff. It's more about my passion. We see the fire here. We know that when Sagittariuses do things, it may hurt other people, but that's not the intent behind it. But this person might see it that way because they appear to be sensitive. It's almost like maybe what you have in common with them is that desire to be free and explore whenever you feel like, not be tied down, do what you please. But at the same time, it's surprising that this person feels like there's some type of upheaval about you doing that, about you doing the things that make you feel free. You have to defend yourself to them. Seven of Wands there. We have the Page of Wands, which represents the curiosity, and then that jumps to the Knight of Wands, which represents experience, still curiosity, but more action-oriented energy, rooted in this passion that you feel. And passion is a part of who you are as a Sagittarius, because you're fire. The things that excite you are the things that get you moving. And the unknown excites you because you like to explore, you like to be adventurous. And so whenever you feel like you have to defend that way about yourself, like people trying to tie you down or people being sensitive and telling you to be sensitive towards them, so, you know, unbrighten your flame or dimmer your shine or whatever, feels like, you know, I feel like that's the vibe that you're like, anybody who inhibits my freedom will make me come off as rebellious, as defensive, or as whatever. But I'm doing me, being free. I'm doing my thing. I'm keeping myself curious, which is very healthy. And also, like, after you're curious and you're wondering what lies ahead, a lot of people are going to be like, well, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to do that? And I feel like that's what they're talking about. But you are the Page of Wands. Like, you're curious. You're wanting to do research. You're wanting to go look into things. You're wanting to explore. This is young as Sagittarius before they get all the experience points and all the knowledge and the confidence. It precedes all that. It's like, I'm curious. I'm asking questions. I'm out here on a mission to explore through experience or gain wisdom through experience. Then we have the Knight of Wands. It's the same energy, but it's more experience. It's almost like, this is who I am. I'm realizing that's who I am. People at the end of the day got a problem with who I am, and I always have to defend to those certain people. I gotta really pay attention to my network, because whoever I'm having to defend my behaviors to are the people who kind of don't get it. People who are sensitive, overly sensitive, caring, emotional, or worried about me. Is it the kind of concern where they're going to be like, oh, if you do this, do or die, ultimatum? Or is it the type of concern that's like, hey, be safe, you're good, okay? Love you. Enjoy your adventure. I feel like because the defensiveness card energy is Seven of Wands is hovering near the Cancer, I feel like maybe you have to defend your actions because people are worried about you. They care about you. They're like, oh, I don't want you you get hurt. Maybe you're just doing this because you're hurt from this situation. Maybe you're, this is a knee-jerk response, but then you got to remind them who the fudge you are and be like, listen, I'm a Sagittarius. It's my way. I'm a rolling stone, okay? I got to stay curious. I got to keep on a mission of doing actions, going out, partying, having fun, maybe just going out to learn, but I'm on a mission to constantly continue to grow and expand, just like Sagittarius' planetary ruler had intended, who is Sagittarius, who is Jupiter. Jupiter is about growth and expansion and higher learning as well. And yeah, so there's a lot of fire here, so this could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's talking about you, but I really feel like the fire more pertains to your passion and your kind of realignment of who the fudge you are, and be like, no, wait a minute, you can't hold me down. Swords can't hold me down. I'm not gonna I'm gonna defend myself, or either I'm not gonna defend myself at all and just do what I do, because that's how I am, freedom loving and rebellious. I like adventure, and anybody who doesn't get that about me by now, thank you for your concern. Love that you care about me, care about you too, but I must be on my way. I must be on my mission. I gotta stay curious, and if I'm in a slump where I'm not even feeling like the Page of Wands, then you know where you're off. You know that, that's who you are, that's where you're thriving, that's where you're the happiest, being up and about, getting to know people. And I mean, whether you have to defend that to yourself and be like, okay, well, no, I gotta be real with myself. I haven't really been myself, and I haven't been curious, haven't been going out, haven't been doing the things that I normally do that make me happy, that make me a Sagittarius. All right, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a comment, share the video, all of that stuff. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop, where I sell all sorts of New Age candles and bath products. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.